What is up, guys? And hopefully you guys had a happy holiday and happy New Year if this comes out afterwards.
This is gonna come out on New Year's Eve, so you guys are probably all getting ready for that epicness that is New Year's Eve. Whether you eat grapes, you go party, or you just hang around and read codexes like us. Codices?
Codexes. Codexes.
And this is...
Oh. And welcome to another Q&A episode where we answer your questions entitled For the Greater...
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. That is what State of Mind did. He asks, or she asks, because it's a picture of Miley Cyrus. Are all Eldar slaves to Slaanesh? Can the Eldar serve other Chaos gods? So are there Chaos Eldar? And the answer is no, not really. The Eldar, they could work. They can work with other Chaos gods without knowing, kind of like Tzeentch would manipulate the Harlequins or manipulate any other craft world to get what they want out of them. But at the end of the day, they're so psychically powerful that they don't need that. They have their own Chaos god. Or god, what is it? Iliad?
They have Iliad, they got Cain, Kayla Mensha Cain, they've got Kegara, Isha. There's a whole slew of them. But yeah, they would not be worshipping any chaotic entity, especially Slaanesh, because Slaanesh thirsts for their souls.
Yep, and then when you look at the Dark Eldar are just people who like to inflict pain on others because they feed off of that pain, that psychic pain.
They're edgelords. They're still going through that raw XD phase. They straighten their hair. They put guy liner on.
That's the first time well, not the first time, but recently I've been hearing edgelord a lot. That's just somebody who's like punk.
I guess they're like punk into the shadows. It comes up a lot in D&D because like a lot of characters are like edgelords. They're like brooding. They're like mysterious. You're an edgelord.
I'm an edgelord.
It'd be pretty cool. Like, we gotta take you to Hot Topic and give you a makeover.
I want those, what are they called?
The chokers?
Chokers with the little spikes. That just seems uncomfortable. Like, you go like that and you'll hurt yourself.
That's why you don't do that.
Because when I let, like, the bottom of my beard grow a little longer, it's really annoying because it prickles at you, right?
Yeah.
Imagine having thorns coming out of your neck. Anyways.
But you like the pain.
Oh, is that what edgelords say?
Yeah.
Next one.
This one's by Dragon Punch 903. What exactly is Sanguinala?
So Sanguinala is the... Actually, you did the 40 facts on the Sanguinala, right?
No, I did not.
Oh.
It's basically like 40k Christmas.
Yeah, but it's specifically for all those who worship or who are in... Where is Bao at? Like, what segmentum is that? Pacificus? But it basically everybody who worship Sanguinius's is it death? I don't know. I know what the day of the Emperor's Ascension is. We'll get back to you on that. My stomach is growling. Next question.
This one's by Fakenit66. Does the Imperium have a way of detecting if a soldier has been brainwashed to be a sleeper agent? Perhaps maybe an agent aligned with Psychers.
No, unfortunately not. There is so many sleeper cells within the ecclesiarchy that basically everybody is trying to betray everybody to get above them. You have it everywhere. The High Lords are trying to get more power. The Novice Novelite is constantly battling with each other. The Adeptus Administratum. Every single part of the Imperium is battling against itself. Which is why the Imperium is in a state of decay, stagnation, whatever you want to call it. So there's probably a bunch of sleeper cells on Terra from all types. Gene Stealer cults, Alfarius, Omegon. Yeah. Next one.
Spartacus.
Spartacus.
This one's by Defool06. So the Tau water castes serve as diplomats and merchants for the Tau. What do they trade with other races in the 40k universe? And how does the economy for the Tau work? So it's basically like you said, there's a water caste. It's a caste system similar to that of like feudal Japan, where you have like your peasants and then you got like the lords reigning over it. Each individual caste has its own tiers. So for example, you could be a worker in the earth caste. Can't speak today. Or you could be like a prominent like entrepreneur or a scientist of like higher power. But then the higher you go in ranks, the more often you cross with other castes. So for example, you could be a very well-known Earth caste scientist that does battlesuit technology modifications for the Fire caste. So it mixes like that. And what was the other one? What do they trade? Technology most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question comes from Mydrilal Halfman. Do Blood Angels become faster when they fight orcs? I mean, their suits of armor is almost fully covered in red. No, we've talked about the way the whole orc color system works. The reason that red goes faster and blue is lucky and yellow makes things go boom and purple is sneaky is because that's the psychic is it the psychic ability? Like the psychic presence of a bunch of orcs together manipulates or affects probability. So if something is red, odds are that something in it is going to make it go faster. It's not necessarily like it's magic. Think of that one character from Deadpool, Wildcat, what is her name, right?
Domino. Wildcat.
Yeah. She has luck on her side, and she does all these crazy feats of craziness, all because she is lucky. Same thing with orcs. That color will somehow be luckier. But that doesn't mean that Blood Angels, because they don't emit that same psychic power.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. Next one.
This was not a question, but it is a direct response to a question we had for you. So on the previous For the Greater WAAAGH, talking about D&D races, we came up across a celestial race or a celestial humanoid race known as the Aasimar. But you're saying that it's not actually pronounced Aasimar, it's pronounced Aasimar.
We will bring that up in the next D&D session, which is going to be Thursday. Are we going to do it on Thursday?
I think we're just doing it on Monday again. We just did it on Thursday because of...
Well, tomorrow's Monday.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah. We didn't talk about that, did we?
No, we did not.
But thank you. D&D is a lot of fun, man. We need to start creating D&D videos. Because that's... Oh, you already are.
I am, yeah.
You already are.
If you want to know what's going on in a session that we haven't played in like 3 months, there's a playlist for that.
We're never going to play that again. Next question comes from John Redcorn. It's been a while since we've heard from John Redcorn. What hobbies rival GW, both tabletop gaming wise and plastic model building wise?
D&D, I guess, because it's taken away players from one thing to another. HeroClix
HeroClix would be one. Deathwing would be another one.
Pathfinder, Infinity.
And
War Mahords.
Yeah, War Machine and Hordes.
Yeah.
Growing up, the biggest one was War Machine and Hordes. D&D, because it's like a completely different tabletop game, we didn't really like dive into. But I think the latest one is Deathwing. Because of the popularity of Star Wars, and the fact that Battlefleet Gothic is not a thing anymore, I think. At least not on the tabletop. I think that drew a bunch of people to Deathwing.
It always looked interesting.
Deathwing?
Yeah.
That is what it's called, right?
X-Wing.
X-Wing, that's what it was. Yeah. Next question. This one comes from Rather Be Wargaming. What armies do you guys collect? How many points per army?
So we do have a playlist, so if you want to see our actual models and stuff, check it out. But I collect, well, all the armies I've ever collected was Grey Knights, Tau, Space Marines, and Chaos Space Marines.
But he sells things a lot.
I do. So I don't have my original Tau, and I don't have the Grey Knights anymore.
So now you just have your Celestial Sons.
The Infernal Sons and the Tau.
And demons.
Well, demons are part... I consider that the same thing as Chaos.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, Chaos Demons, Chaos Space Marines.
Which one's your biggest one, Tau? Point-wise?
Point-wise, it's the... No, it's not anymore. It's actually the...
Celestial Sons.
Yeah, the Space Marines.
I bet they're expensive.
A little bit.
I collect Orcs, Skitari or Adeptus Mechanicus, Inquisition, and I just have a bunch of random stuff. But yeah, the biggest one is the Orcs. I'm pretty sure I could scratch up at least 8,000.
Orcs? Just pure Orcs?
Yeah. The trick is, boys.
Not men. Boys.
Next one.
Oh, didn't you play Space Wolves? Or you tried to or something?
Oh yeah, I still have them, and they're like painted, but I painted them all separately. Like they're not glued together, but they're painted. It's weird, and it took me a long time. I'm probably never gonna build them. I should give them away. Psych. Or maybe, I don't know. Next one.
I see Webs 22. If Horus was turned into a demon Primarch, could he have won the Horus Heresy? I don't think so. Because I think he was always fated to lose. And I think if he became a demon Primarch, his demonic boons would actually be more of a hindrance fighting against the Emperor. Because the Emperor is known to like banish demons and whatnot. So him giving up his soul entirely to Chaos would be his downfall, just in case.
Next question comes from LeFou87 Williford. I'm poor as hell. But
Same.
But I'm pretty artistic. So what's the cheapest way I could buy starter kits and other stuff to kit bash with? Where do I buy used armies that I can clean and paint and glue off of? eBay.
eBay's a good place. Although you gotta kind of have to scrounge around to see what's the best like buy it now versus bid thing, or just head over to your gaming store. If there's a gaming store nearby, most likely somebody just has like spare bits where you can just like trade or maybe even purchase. It all depends.
Yeah, but you could get like a good bit box on eBay for about $25, and that's gonna hold you over to like kit bash a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Also, do what is it called? Starter sets and stuff like that. Best bang for the buck kind of thing. Yeah. Or participate in our giveaways.
You might just win a starter set.
Mm-hmm.
I had to hold back that release of burps.
Next question comes from Marcel Goussard. Why are Perturabo and Horus the only Primarchs to wear Terminator armor?
It's based on their fighting style. Their fighting style best suits the protectiveness of Terminator armor. While somebody who's like fast and agile, such as Fulgrim, he wears his cacophony or I forgot what he called it. His armor. So that whatever it's called, it makes him move easier. So.
Next question comes from Ignacio Galazara. Does Vulcan still live? Yes.
How dare you say he doesn't? The dude's a perpetual.
Yeah, he'll just keep coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Last question. What you got?
This one's by Omnivorous1. If Magnus was meant to sit on the Golden Throne, wouldn't that make him a more powerful Psyker than Malka Door? I always thought Malka Door was the second most powerful Psyker, but he could only power it for a short amount of time.
So Malka Door, the hero, is the second greatest human Psyker.
There you go.
The Primarchs are superhuman. They don't really fall in the same place. Magnus is a lot stronger than Malka Door.
Right. As you can see, because like Magnus was meant to sit on the Golden Throne for like to power it like indefinitely, while Malka Door was only on there for like a few hours, and the dude was drained. Like it almost killed him.
Yeah. Did he die right afterwards?
I think he survived a little after, but yeah.
Oh, because he started the Inquisition, right?
Yeah, he did more after like the Emperor's battle on the Horus's battle barge, or was it a flagship?
whatever it was. It might be the flagship battle march.
Yeah.
Whenever you read any lore from GW, like their descriptions are usually like they have like 5 different, what are those, adverbs or no, adjectives to describe one thing. So it's like you have to say this, this, and this, and then finally the thing.
The sensual, the beautiful, the magnificent Gershwin.
Exactly like that, and it's funny. But yeah, those were the questions for today. Again, Happy New Year. This is the last day you will see us this year. Sad, tears, crying, pussy.
But yeah, keep sending those questions for the new year, and don't forget to put question in front of your question because we get to those questions first. As always, I'm the Sound Alchemist. See you next year.
Oh, if you could put my Twitter